Hello again, people. Right, um, I wasn't going to make a video this morning, but I've commented on a few tweets or tweeted a few tweets about timing, and I think it's really an important video to have. And when I looked at one or two of the videos that I've made, fleetingly, they didn't cover the subject as as I'd like them to be covered, as it were. So let's and also using the alerts. So you're going to be watching this at any time of the year, day, whatever, week. So you need to know I trade, demo trade currently, cryptos at the weekend. I'm seriously considering just perhaps concentrating on cryptos 7 days a week, along with additional forex and stocks that I'm getting well into, because I'm loving the way cryptos are, basically everyone's bullish on them, unless they're not, as it were. So, if you've got the right signals to go long, just keep going long. And then because, they take so much involvement to go short, everyone's there seems to be a huge amount of focus on certain cryptos. Bitcoin, I like the way ETH/USD moves. So I've already gone off subject slightly, but at the end of the day, if I find something that makes my life easier as a trader, then I like to share it instantly. So before we go into the timing and before we go into the use of Aaron's alert, um, we also need to I also need to mention this that I haven't tweeted about. So for Twitter users that don't watch my videos, you're missing out on a lot. So in my opinion, because I don't tweet half the stuff that I think about and talk about in the videos, purely because I hate writing, to be honest with you, and prefer doing it in this way. So recently, if you follow my tweets, you'll notice that I've been looking at these huge red moves down and then these huge reversals, momentum changes. And we can clearly see this is a very strong momentum change from down to up just by looking at the RSI histo. Big red to small green below zero is a good potential bounce off of some sort of demand area. And really, demand is a better way, in my opinion, to talk about these what some call support and resistance areas, supply and demand, because you are then thinking of buyers, real people, as opposed to just an arbitrary technical term used by some traders. So we've got our existing area where buyers came in strong, sellers failed to uh, overwhelm the buyers here, the red bar, buyers took control. So it stands to reason, providing things are all equal, that buyers will potentially have a good go at overwhelming the suppliers again. I believe it's all run by algorithms. I believe the markets are totally rigged, and we are just following the biggest money that rigs the markets. Simple as that. It's my belief, and it works for me. So quickly onto these two candles. What do we know this is doing? It's trying to reverse on itself. That's Aaron's fantastic reversal level there. The penultimate low, the ultimate low, we're trying to break that resistance, and then we will potentially get a pull back. So why is this so good? And why is it quite a rare occurrence I'm seeing? And it works the same on every time frame, H1, H4, you name it, M30, every time frame. If you haven't broken that level, then they, in my opinion, and it's just the logic of three candle reversals, they haven't got a reason to reverse yet because they haven't broken a significant level. Now you could go off at a tangent and say, right, well, the close of the candles, in other words, that flip zone, is a potential area of um, uh, significance, and we could well pull back as a result of closing above there. That is a work in progress. I call that a line chart 3CR. It's a new thing, and it's come as a result of watching charts for thousands of hours as a result of being locked down in COVID. Boredom. Normally I'd be on a beach somewhere or on some mountain walking or something, but we're not allowed. So that's that phenomena. This is an H4 trend. Low, you can see it on the line chart once again. Low, high, high, low, high, high. There's the 3 candle reversal, and it's continuing to trend up. And it has not made a 3 candle reversal. It may well have here now on H4, and this is why this is dropping off, because that is the lowest low, and that is the reversal level on the candlesticks. And you can see the significance of this whole area of supply because price is struggling. Okay, so that's the talk about why I was biased to the long side based on everything I know. Demand, I'm not sure why that's not gone back up. Demand, 2 strong candles, no 3 candle reversal. H4 will have made it's made an internal line chart reversal, which was all of this sort of uh, three. Aaron's indicator identifies internal 3CRs as well, which are a different thing, but you can see they work. You know, it's pushed up. We've had 12 hours of sideways accumulation, distribution, manipulation, call it what you like, and then boom, up it goes again. And then, you know, a level has been broken, probably a support. Remember, support, if it doesn't hold as resistance, is also a significant level, and it's failed to hold as resistance, and price has gone up. So once again, the line chart comes in handy. There it is. If we're trading into that, expect some problems. That is support that's broken that high, created that new high. That is a problem area I always look out for. If you can have this instance without this instance, in other words, just that high there that's come down there, that becomes a fantastic area to attack. Not so good when you've got this situation. Once again, another little tip that you would not get from just sticking on Twitter. So back to Aaron's indicator. What you need to do if you want to look at multiple time frames on the alerts, you have to open multiple charts. So let's explain what I mean by that on the 5-minute chart up here. I think it needs, no, we're up here, sorry. Let's go on to the M30. So I took a long trade based on what was going on here. Momentum coming back into the market here. Clearly a reversal, an engulfing candle reversal. Boom, up it goes. I expected it to go a bit further faster. It didn't. I got my 90% and just stuck the rest on at BE, and it got taken out. And this was all related to 3 candle reversals and the alerts. So alert there, watch it, see what's going on, watch the pullback. We could see it pull back. Set the alert again on the lower time frames, watch the pullback. So that's what I mean. And this is the best place I can explain what I mean by multiple time frame timing and watching your momentum. Because at this point here, oh, I don't like red lines. It's because I've loaded a different template, so, and I like it dotted. Apologies. MT4 is looking very old-fashioned compared with TradingView that I absolutely love now. But going back to what we're looking at here, you can see the momentum has busted up above that level there. Perfect for what I want. What I want to see is every time frame showing momentum. Clearly that, that 30-minute, that's Aaron's alerts going off on ETH USD, telling me I've just had that bar closed there to the short side, to be honest with you. So what we've got here is momentum on the 30, and then if we look on the hourly, You can clearly see we had the momentum prior to that on the hourly, and H4, clearly momentum on the H4. So that is what I mean by watching all your time frames in order to get your ducks in a row. If we looked at this potential 3-candle reversal to the upside here, I'm not sure because I wasn't really watching it closely at that point. You will probably see you're out of alignment. Yeah, we're red there. Hourly should be the same. But when you watch the lower time frames on this particular situation here, you can see it turned red. It instantly reversed on itself. And that's also what we must be looking for all the time. So at this point here, and this is what I'm talking about with using Aaron's alert. At this point here, come on, I want the 5-minute chart, please. Sorry, there. This point here, I'm watching this. This was my move up, and it's going up and up. And this is critical, guys. Now I've set Aaron's alert on the 5-minute. Now you could use that as a trigger to get out of the trade if you wanted to, or in my case, I just know there's support and resistance on the left-hand side. I know where I'll get problems. Quite often a 3-candle reversal high that needs to be tested and broken through, 3CR in other words. Now I know I need a new reversal up. So on the 5-minute chart, on this open chart, because it hasn't got multi-time frame analysis, and this is the point of this video actually, along with timing your entries and along with showing you those 2 big green daily candles that gave me the whole weekend's bias. That was it, simple as that. I was not looking for shorts once I'd seen that one daily candle and then yesterday's daily green candle that had broken the high of the previous one. That was a bullish signal. That's why I was looking for longs. And then you use the lower time frames and you check the higher time frames to see what's going on. So back to this. Now this chart is open on the 5-minute. That's going to alert me when I get a new 5-minute alert up. So I set Aaron's indicator this is a new chart, so I need to change it for this chart. Set it to up. And that's it. It'll only alert me when I get longs. Now, when it's gone past on the 5-minute and it goes into a 15-minute, like here, I need a new 15-minute alert up. So I set the I need a new chart for that, or I can just change this. If I'm watching the chart bar by bar, as it were, or doing something because I'm near the charts, then the alert is fine. I can flick between the time frames. But because it doesn't have a multi-time frame facility, I'm not even sure you can do that ever. And if Aaron watches this, it's not something I'm asking you to do because I just can't thank you enough for what you've done already. So you need to open another chart. So all you do is just open another chart, set it on the 15-minute chart, and have your alert on there for longs. I'm not interested in going short, and I'm not interested in catching this potential reversal to the short side. I am not a top or bottom picker. I am a trend trader, which is if this turns round, then I would want to see an H4, H1, whatever daily turnaround, and then I would consider shorts. But as it is, all I'm interested in longs. There are definite areas of supply up there that still need to be potentially tested. So don't get all excited about reversals too quickly, from a long to a short. Just set your alerts, in my opinion. Because what's critical also and is worth mentioning, 10,600 is the 5-day average daily range. We're at 2,967 at the moment. You can just see that behind all that stuff. Possibly you can't. And that was part of yesterday's choice of trading long as well. When I was looking at longs, we were at about 5,000 after the Asian session of 10,000. So we're halfway through the ADR. It doesn't have to get that 10,000 or whatever, but it's highly likely that if you get the right signals to take it, it will. So back to this multi-time frame alert thingamyjob. Set it on the 5 minute. If it goes further down, either change your time frame or have another chart open with it set on the 15-minute chart. And then when it moves from uh, the 15 to a 3CR on the 30, this is a 5-minute swing trend, you know, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. This is the pullback. This would be a potential sell. But as I said, I'm not interested in selling into all of that demand and supply area there. I want to get a good signal to the long side. So we've currently now got it either set on the 5-minute, 15, 30. You can set it on the hourly. The hourly hasn't yet reversed to the downside, but let's have a look. I don't want to get too much into the technicals. This is Aaron's level here. That's the penultimate high. That's the ultimate. This will be the reversal down. That is the downtrend. High, low, lower high, lower low. In the old days, I would have said, you know, look for potential resistance to the left-hand side. Look for the actual penultimate low, and don't trade into this. But you know, think times have changed, things are moving on slightly. These internal trend reversals are extremely powerful, so don't get too bogged down with that. All you can do is use all the different analysis, the line chart stuff, check what's being broken here, because a close below that level is extremely significant, because that's the high, low, lower high. That would be the trend reversal. Not that, because that's this is the actual. Well, no, actually, that is significant. I do apologise, but I'm going off topic now. But you will learn the idiosyncrasies of trend analysis. This is true support created that higher high. So I'm going off topic now, but that would be the level that would signify attacking this whole area here, which is actually fairly interesting now, because depending on what's just over on this left, if we zoom out, if that high, say the high, you can't see that, but this is a high that's broken also by price here and here, then this represents that gap I was talking about. If this high is just about here, or let's say it's here or here or whatever, then this has to break through that, price has to break through that old resistance, potentially acting as support as well. So let's zoom out and see what that is actually there. That's what I'm talking about there actually. So once that is closed through that level there, then I would expect this just to push down to that level there. So I've gone off topic slightly, so let's get back on topic. The alerts open multiple time frames. Make sure currently H1 is not 3CR down, so we do not need a 3CR up. So go back to the 30. So have it set on your hourly. And I said about only setting it for longs, but in this instance you may want to set one for longs and shorts, which you can do with the Aaron's brilliant indicator, and just watch what's happening. If it's 3CR down on H1, then you can start to put a 3CR alert for M5 to go long. Sorry, you know, to watch for longs, and if it 3CRs back down for shorts, then it's highly likely that this has started to reverse on itself. And you know, some scalpers go for 1 or 2 pips. The spread is horrendous on this thing, but on a different chart, you know, on a normal forex chart with EU, for example, with 1 pip spread, you might well want to go for 5 or 6 pips on a short trade, taking advantage of the accumulation phase, you know. So that is how you use Aaron's indicator on multiple time frames. You open multiple charts, and then you can let it tell you which direction it's likely to go in. Make life easy on yourself. Just set it for longs, and have the 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, hourly chart open. And if it 3CRs down on the H1, then you are waiting for a 3CR up on H1. The lower time frames will still alert you to their reversals in the up wave, and a 5 minute back up could just be a pullback on the H1 down. I hope that, you've got to really think logically. You might even need to write this down, to really make it sink in. Whatever works for you, but it is all just logic. A 15-minute 3CR up against an H1 is a 1 minute swing trend against a 15-minute H1 3CR, an hourly H1 3CR, which is a 15-minute swing trend. So just remember what the 3CRs are. An hourly 3CR divided by 4 would be a 15-minute. You need minimum of 4 candles within the 3 candle reversals to equate to swing trade. So an hourly would not be an M30, an hourly is an M15. An M15 is not an M5, an M15 is an M1 swing trend. An H4 is an hourly and so on, because there's 4 hours in an H4, of course, and the daily is H4, 6 4-hour candles inside a daily is perfect. So there you go, guys, using the alerts to just comfortably relaxedly, if that's a word, relaxedly watch what's going on the charts. When, as I say, just a quick reminder, when this was here, I was waiting for another M5, and you could have then drawn, a trend line, and the M5 reversal would have been off that trend line. That would have had to have been green, preferably a new strong momentum green. Remember, the best 3 candle reversals have strong momentum, preferably this arbitrary 20 level. 17, 18, 19 is always good as well, especially if you get a bust, strong pullback, break and close up situation as well. Get all those together, just like that situation there, and look what happens. Okay, so apologies for all sorts of different little wanders off the topic, but this was mainly about timing. It was mainly about how to use Aaron's indicator, and then additional observations that I notice every day that I can't mention on Twitter because I can't be bothered to write reams and reams on there. Sorry, apologies, but check out the videos whenever you can, because many people have said, and I'm convinced too, that there are, I've forgotten, there's nuggets there. I've forgotten more than most people have ever learned about price action, having studied it for so long. So that's not me being arrogant or full of myself. It's just a fact. And when these things come back to me, I like to mention them in the videos. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys, or a great weekend, what's left of it. Thanks again.